Did you catch the secret about Bluey's kid? Do you know the tragic story hiding behind this character? And what happens when you eat the cursed gourmet disaster Bingo cooked with way too much love? This time, we're serving you details so insane even Galactus with X-ray vision missed them. And trust me, this is going to hurt more than stepping on Lego barefoot. Or worse, sitting on a Hot Wheels car. Remember the divorces? Winton's dad crushing on the terrier mom? Or Indy's hippie lifestyle? Cute! But nobody talks about the Turtle Kid. In Turtle Boy, we meet a little boy who's deaf and mute, and his story is way sadder than anyone realized. He might have survived a brutal illness, maybe a brain infection, or was born with complications. Even his mom's sign language? That wasn't random doodling by the animators. She was really saying something in Aslan. Translation, Joe Brum didn't come to play. The turtle toy itself? It's slow healing, carrying pain, and hiding inside a shell. His entire life in one metaphor. The background music cuts off whenever he's on screen, as if we're pulled into his silence. Fans noticed this detail and yeah, instant heartbreak. This is childhood isolation turned into a storyline and the symbol of carrying your world on your back. For parents, this is every hospital stay, every diagnosis, every reminder that not all kids get an easy start. And wait till you find out what the turtle sign actually means. Hint, it's not as cute as you think. Bingo isn't just the cute sidekick, she's literally the most overworked preschooler alive. In sleepy time, she's desperate for independence, yet the episode hides her insomnia-level separation anxiety. Bingo launches into orbit just to get one good night's sleep. Meanwhile, her stuffed bunny Floppy gets left behind like a fallen soldier. NASA cried. Did you notice Floppy is stitched up from earlier injuries? Even her toys suffer secondhand. This is childhood attachment trauma disguised as bedtime cuddles. Parents know that sleep training isn't about naps. It's about crying behind closed doors, both kid and adult. Sleep is a battlefield, and Bingo's losing ground. Pretzel isn't just background filler, he's the silent emo prince of Bluey. Everyone thought he was autistic, shy, or just allergic to joy. But nope, he's living his best life ignoring society like a retired rock star. His trauma isn't crying in the corner. It's everyone assuming he must be broken because he doesn't beg for hugs. Social trauma is still trauma. When he casually reveals he has two moms in the sign, that wasn't a throwaway line. That was Joe Brum dropping representation like a grenade. Except, Latin America literally erased one mom. That's not translation, that's denial in surround sound. Pretzel is every kid in a non-traditional family who grows up learning to armor themselves against a world that edits them out. Pretzel didn't just stand alone, he stood up for a whole generation. Everyone laughs at Socks because she still crawls on all fours while the others walk and talk. But that's not comedy. It's literally delayed development. She's treated like the family's puppy, constantly shoved aside, ignored, or left behind in games. Imagine being born and immediately competing with Muffin for oxygen. In episodes like Magic Xylophone and Shadowlands, Socks is always in the background, not speaking. That's not cute baby stage. That's the show quietly showing how forgotten she is. It's childhood neglect played for laughs. The runt of the litter metaphor is cute until you realize that Socks is being written as the invisible child. Every youngest sibling knows the pain. Hand-me-down toys, forgotten birthdays, and everyone assuming you'll just catch up. Socks doesn't need games, she needs a speech therapist and a hug. Socks isn't just crawling, she's crawling through silent suffering. Grandpa Bob, aka the man who vanished like he owed child support. But here's the thing, Bob doesn't just disappear, he forgets. In flashbacks, Bob zones out during simple games, like his brain already glitching years earlier. That's early Alzheimer's vibes. His name itself, Bob, is short, simple, almost like it was written to be remembered even when the rest fades. This isn't random writing, it's dementia, hidden in plain sight. While kids laugh and parents quietly cry, every family has had a moment where a loved one looks at them and doesn't recognize them. Bluey sneaks that reality into playtime. Imagine Bluey and Bingo visiting and Bob looking at them like strangers. Season 4, tissues required. In fancy restaurant, Bingo serves Bandit the most cursed plate Gordon Ramsay never had nightmares about. Bandit, being the simple husband, eats every bite. Seconds later, his skin literally pales mid-episode. Fans laughed. Animators basically said, yeah, let's animate near death in pastel. He even clutches his stomach in a way that mirrors real food poisoning posture. These animators did research. It's a metaphor for parenting sacrifice. You eat your kid's mud pie with a smile even when your body begs for mercy. Every parent has played this game. Yum, sweetie, so delicious, while internally praying for the toilet gods to spare them. Moral? If Bingo cooks, fake a full stomach unless you want to meet St. Peter early. Everyone laughed when Muffin turned into a feral gremlin after eating too much cake. But look closer. This is basically addiction withdrawal. She crashes so hard she literally passes out on the stairs. The girl didn't need cake, she needed rehab. The animators gave her dilated pupils and trembling paws. That's not slapstick, that's the DSM-5. Childhood overindulgence plus parental neglect equals muffin meltdown. A true recipe for generational therapy bills. Every parent has seen their kid go full train spotting over a sugar rush. It's funny until it's not. Muffin didn't play pretend junkie. She lived it. Lucky's dad is the MVP of fun parent, but his body is breaking down like an iPhone battery at 2%. In Keepy Uppy and Stickbird, he gets knocked, slammed, and yeeted more than WWE wrestlers. Dude's cartilage is begging for early retirement. Every time he's injured, the background goes quiet for half a second, as if even the show respects his pain. This is the burden of fun dad syndrome. Destroy your spine so your kid can smile. Every adult uncle knows the pain of one more piggyback ride when your back is already filing for divorce. Lucky's dad is one sneeze away from a full body cast. Busker, our chill guitar guy, suddenly moonlights as a wedding officiant at Rad and Frisky's wedding. That's not a quirky cameo, that's a side hustle scream for help. His trauma isn't visible, it's his wallet. The man's bank account is doing CPR while he's out here juggling jobs like a millennial on Indeed. Did you catch the guests clapping perfectly on beat to his vows? Even as a priest, rhythm literally follows him like a curse. This is the gig economy. Art doesn't pay, so your passion becomes your side quest while your bills eat the main plot. Every 20-something knows this life. Uber by day, art by night, officiating your cousin's wedding for exposure. Busker isn't living the dream. He's surviving it. Chili, queen of calm, queen of balance. But dig deeper. She's hiding grief that the show never says out loud. In Baby Race, Chili admits she felt like she failed Bluey as a baby. That wasn't cute. That was mom guilt so heavy it belongs in Dante's Inferno. The way she stares at baby photos? That's not nostalgia, that's regret in widescreen. It's the invisible pain of postpartum depression, tucked inside a kid's cartoon about crawling races. Every mom has smiled in public while collapsing inside. Bluey gave Chili a script for it. Chili's suffering is so quiet, only adults watching at 3 a.m. truly hear it. Now, the nuclear bombshell. Bluey has a daughter. In surprise, the baby design carries traces of Jean-Luc and Mackenzie. This isn't some big secret, this is Joe Brum telling us childhood crushes can echo into adulthood. The baby's toy? The exact one Mackenzie gave Bluey seasons earlier. Not a coincidence, this is about cycles. Childhood bonds becoming adult choices. Every parent sees this. How the people you loved as a kid shape who you become later. Get your baby shower gifts ready. This changes everything. At Rad and Frisky's wedding, all eyes were on the happy couple, but Stripe and Trixie, yikes. Stripe was wasted, Trixie was over it, and Socks literally reenacted their fights like a telenovela star. The camera lingers when Trixie rolls her eyes at the vows. That's animators yelling, "This marriage is shaky." It's about toxic patterns, sarcasm as communication, and what kids absorb in silence. Every parent knows kids copy fights word for word. Socks proves it in horrifying, hilarious fashion. Divorce incoming? Oh yeah, that's another video. So there you have it. The darkest, weirdest, most cursed details hiding in Bluey. From trauma kids to censored lines, dementia grandpas to toxic marriages, Joe Brum really said, "This is for kids," then handed parents therapy bills. Now tell me in the comments, which reveal broke you the most? And don't worry, the real nightmare fuel, we haven't even touched Bingo's future yet.